Hey, it's Jason J-Ro here on The J-Ro Show, and it's an exciting day here because I've got a new toy. And it's not often that I get a new toy to play with here in the kitchen. And when I do, especially something like this, which you're about to see in a minute, it's really exciting because I love to try new things out with my recipes and put them to the test. So if you have seen my show here before, you know that I'm a huge fan of blending. I love making morning smoothies, salad dressings, soups, ice creams, all kinds of amazing things in my blender. And I've been using several blenders here on the show over the years I've been doing YouTube. About the past 6 years I've had several different brands, but this baby, Breville's Boss Blender. I heard about this bad mamma jamma about 3 or 4 months ago through a friend of mine, and I haven't yet tried it, so they sent me one. I've got it, I'm gonna unbox it with you here, and we're gonna put it to the test. Now, first of all, when you see this thing, they call this a high velocity super blender, and even the cats love it too. Do you wanna try some cat? We're not gonna be making cat food. I'm so sorry. Lynx is disappointed, but hopefully we won't be. Let's unbox this bad boy and see what came all the way from Australia. It's called Cookin'. It's a recipe organizer. I've heard of this brand, but I haven't used it yet. And maybe this is a good opportunity to do so because I guess it's pretty cool. They give you a free Cookin' recipe organizer, $79.95 value. That's pretty dope. So you see that, we've got the owner's manual. Oh, it comes with a 7-year limited warranty, which is awesome. Wait. Ooh, nice. Blending with the Boss, they give you a blender cookbook along with it. We've got some sort of a tamper device here, which is cool. Probably for going down into the blender for thick things. And this is sort of a modified spatula. So we've got two really awesome looking weighted devices here to help with the blending process. Looking forward to trying these out. Looks like a really nicely reinforced top here. And the thing that I really love about this design, just looking at it, is they have multiple ridges. And it looks cool because one of the biggest things, especially when you're doing hot liquids in a blender, is it can have a propensity to explode if it's too hot. And this looks like it's gonna be pretty darn secure. Ooh, this is heavy duty. Okay, so it's BPA free, super awesome. It's Nsf Certified. We've got 2 max liters, also known as 8 cups, depending on how you measure things. But I really like the sturdiness of this. It has a good feel. It's very dense. It feels like a heavy carbonite. And just looking at the motor, the housing looks really cool too. I mean, it looks like it's got a really good build quality. So I really like that. And check this blade out. That looks to me like a weapon with one of the villains of the Ninja Turtles, like maybe the Shredder. That is a really cool looking multi-level blade. I feel like a kid on Christmas. This is really cool. They've got an LCD functionality here. They have one-touch blending, and then they also have a manual control knob. So I really like this because it gives you the manual control if you want to go here, or if you just want to say, okay, I want a smoothie and hit one touch, you've got the one-button smoothie functionality. You've got a green smoothie button, regular smoothie, pulse ice crush, frozen dessert, and a soup button. Pretty rad, and again, very sturdy build quality. I like this. Makes me feel like I'm not going to break it if I put it to the test. Now, speaking of putting it to the test, I'm gonna do my normal everyday superfood morning smoothie with some pretty dense ingredients to see how finely this is going to crush it up. So now it's time to put it to the test and make our smoothie. So first off, I'm gonna be adding 2 cups of a non-dairy milk. Toss in 1 fresh or frozen banana if you've got one. A big handful of baby kale. I'm excited to see how it handles this. We've got some huge chunks of organic frozen mango. We've got some mixed berries now. I've got some organic hazelnuts. A shake of some hemp seeds. A shake of some chia seeds. A heaping scoop of a vegan protein powder here. That looks good right there. And then a heaping scoop of an organic super greens blend. Let's try this top. Ooh, this is cool. Check this out. It's got a ring pull which looks like it's gonna make it easier to get the top off once you're done, but let's get it on there. Very secure, very snug, which I like. Let's try out the green smoothie function. Okay, so 60 seconds on that green smoothie cycle. Let's see how easy it is to open. Oh yeah, that ring actually does make a big difference because that lid is on there really nice and tight. Speaking of the volume, one of the cats went running, so it is a little bit loud, but not insanely so. Let's give it a pour and check the consistency. That looks pretty darn smooth. Ooh, we got a one chunk. And the cool thing is when you take the jar off, the blender actually will shut the LCD screen off. It actually knows, it's got like a smart sensor. So let's try the consistency of the smoothie. I mean, the taste is on point for sure, but it's actually pretty fine. It's really smooth. I only saw a couple of chunks in there, but the overall consistency is very smooth considering we put in hazelnuts, chia seeds, hemp seeds, a ton of frozen fruit, kale, and banana. Now, what I want to do really quick is just test out another function, kind of the manual function, to see how that does with this. Oh, okay. So that's stir. You can turn the knob to stir. The next one is mix. So that's higher speed. Then we've got chop. Blend. Puree. And then mill. Okay, I can dig that. I dig that because not only do you get that manual functionality, but it responds right away. It's almost like revving a car engine, which I like the sensitivity. I like the response there. It also looks like you can set a timer for how much time you want this to go. Let's see. Oh yeah, so you can manually adjust the time here to have a specific preset blend cycle depending on how many seconds you want, which is really cool. And then it also looks like we've got an auto clean function as well. So I've actually never used an auto clean function on a blender in my life. I've always just washed them by hand. So let's see what that entails. Okay, rinse most of the ingredients off the jug and lid. That makes sense. Add 2 cups of warm water and press the auto clean button. So as suggested, I've got 2 cups of warm water, a little bit of eco-friendly dish soap. Let's do the auto clean. Black auto clean button, here we go. I have to say, my first time ever using an auto clean function in a blender or any appliance was really interesting because it shoots up to high speed right away, and then 3 intervals in, it'll shut down, and you're thinking, wait a sec, it's not done yet because the timer's still going, and then all of a sudden it'll go boom. You saw boom. So it fools you into thinking it's done, but it's not done. You gotta let it go through the whole thing. But I have to say I'm impressed because there were some chia seeds stuck to the side. There's a little bit of gunkage, and it looks like it got everything, which I really dig that. That's cool having that auto clean function. Well done. So really the only question left to ask is, who's the boss? And in this case, it's definitely not Tony Danza. The Breville Boss is pretty impressive, I gotta say. First of all, the price point is really affordable in the pantheon of high-speed blenders. It's $400 US retail, which is awesome. Great price point on this. What impressed me most was really the build quality. First of all, it's really a heavy, dense, well-made blender. I like that. I love the functionality that you have one-touch auto blending. You've got the manual function, which is really quick to respond to your inputs. And of course, that auto clean function is really rad too. I love the fact that the lid is so easy to open with this pull ring, and it just looks sexy. It's really a good looking modern blender with the LCD touchscreen. So I'm gonna say thumbs up and bravo Breville for your Boss Blender. I gotta say, first date, really good Breville, really good. I might ask out you for a second date too, if you're lucky. If you haven't done so already, subscribe here to my channel. And if you want to find out retailers where you can get this Boss Breville blender, just click on the link in the description field below, and I'll catch you soon with another video here on The J Rose Show. Have a great one.